Welcome to the Solar Energy Channel, where you will get an honest inside look at all things solar. In this video, we're going to be talking about community solar versus owning your own solar system. I'm Charles.
And I'm Warren. And please be sure to subscribe to this video to be notified when we release future videos just like this.
So Warren, help us understand briefly, what is community solar?
Sure. Community solar are large solar arrays that are put in place to serve the community, primarily for people who don't have the roof space or who don't own their home, for them, give them the ability to go solar.
Yeah, so it's a hybrid approach between something behind the meter, where it could go on their roof or on their ground, to say a utility scale, something in between that.
That's exactly right, Charles. If you think about solar for people who put solar on their homes, it's behind the meter versus these large farms that you see out there. It's in between those to serve those people who can't otherwise go solar.
So someone who is enrolled in a community solar project, do they actually own a part of the solar
They do
system?
not. So that's one of the downsides to community solar, is that you don't get to own it. And along with that, you don't get to take advantage of the incentives that come along with solar.
Yeah, so definitely one of the pros of ownership is getting the incentives. What is one of the pros of going with a community solar subscribership?
Yeah, one of the pros is that you don't have that initial outlay or the expense of going solar. You get to participate and use renewable energy without the initial expense.
Yeah.
In addition, if you happen to be a renter, or if you don't have roof space or ground space for solar, you can still use renewable solar energy by exploring community solar.
Yeah, one of the other reasons for community solar is the idea that as the project grows in size, it gets cheaper per panel.
Correct.
So therefore, I can be buying power from renewable sources that may be a little bit cheaper per se than if I went and bought it myself.
Correct. So if you're buying your electricity from a utility company and you rent or you don't have space for solar, it might be less expensive for you to look into community solar if that's an option where you live.
Yeah, it should be said that there's quite a few states that do not have the opportunity for people to buy into this community solar idea.
Community solar is new.
Yes.
I mean, solar in itself is new, but community solar is just starting to take off in most of the states around the Mid-Atlantic region. So you may or may not have it in your state just yet.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this information, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for future releases.